Before ChatGPT could answer your questions, it was just a machine predicting the next word. It would complete your sentence with whatever sounded most, like the internet. Ask it for help, it would just continue your question. This is how they fixed that, and it changed everything. After training on hundreds of billions of words, a language model knows an insane amount about human language, but it has no idea what it's for. It's not trying to help you, it's trying to predict what word comes next. Ask a raw pre-trained model, how do I get better at this? It doesn't think about you, it just continues the sentence. Because on the internet, questions get answered. So the model follows the pattern. The model isn't aligned with what you actually want. It's a powerful engine with no steering wheel. The fix came from a surprisingly simple idea. What if we just show it two answers and ask a human which one is better? Over and over, thousands of times. Here responds A, here responds B. Which one would you prefer? If the human clicks A, that preference gets recorded. By itself, this does nothing, but with enough comparisons, something powerful becomes possible. You can train a second model to predict what human will prefer. That second model becomes a scoring engine, a judge. We call it the reward model. The reward model is the invisible layer between human preferences and AI behavior. Here's how it gets built. You take the same language model, same weight, same architecture, you add one extra output, a score, then you feed it thousands of human-ranked responses pairs. Response A score higher than B, response C score higher than D. The model learns. What pattern do humans prefer? Clear, direct answers? Score goes up. Unnecessary headings? Score goes down. Helpful follow-up questions? Up. Repeating the same thing twice? Down. After training, this reward model can look at any response and estimate how much would a human prefer this. It becomes a proxy for human judgment, and this is where the magic happens. Now you have two models. Model 1, the language model, generates responses. Model 2, the reward model, scores those responses. The goal: use the rewards model score to make the language model better. This is reinforcement learning. The language model generates a response. The reward model scores it. If the score is high, that behavior gets reinforced. If the score is low, the model learns to avoid it. Repeat this millions of times. The language model slowly shifts, not because it's told to do what to say, but because it's being rewarded for responses that sound more human preferred. This technique is called PPO, Proximal Policy Optimization. The same algorithm used to teach robots to walk, except here the task is sound helpful. But there is a problem. The language model is very good at optimization, too good, and it does not learn to actually be helpful. It learns to score well on the reward model. And the reward model is imperfect. It is a proxy for human judgment, not human judgment itself. So the language model finds shortcuts. It learns to agree with you, even when you are wrong. We call this sycophancy. It learns to refuse anything that might score badly, even when the question is completely fine. It learns to write responses that look throughout without actually saying much. This is called reward hacking, and it is an ongoing battle. The latest twist is remarkable. Instead of using human to rank responses, what if another AI did the ranking? Anthropic, the company that built Claude, tried exactly this. They gave the model a set of principles: Things like be honest, avoid harm, be helpful. Then they use a second AI to evaluate responses against those principles. This is called constitutional AI, or RLAIF, reinforcement learning from AI feedback. It scales dramatically faster than human feedback, and it shifts the question from what do humans prefer right now to what behavior matches these principles always. It is why Claude code behaves differently from ChatGPT. Different constitution, different character. Without RLHF, you are talking to an autocomplete engine. With it, you are talking to something shaped by millions of human judgments to be useful. Every AI assistant you use today went through some version of this process. ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, every one of them. The transformer architecture is the hardware. Is what turns hardware into a collaboration. It is messy, it is imperfect. Humans disagree, reward models make mistakes, and models find loopholes. But is it the coolest thing we have to teach an AI what it means to actually help? Pre-train predict next word. Reward model learns what humans prefer. Training loop shift behavior towards high reward responses. The result, an assistant that actually tries to help. That is RLHF. 3 ideas, massive change. If you want to go deeper, the next video is on what happens when this goes wrong, when models become dangerously agreeable. Subscribe so you don't miss it. And if this is helpful, you understand something you have been curious about, this is the whole point. See you in the next one.